welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you the National League Wildcard Series. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in Game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die Game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. And today on the hill, Blake Snell.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second, and that's a leadoff double.
She hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. Ripped to short, tosses to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the Reds DH. Runner at second. That one off the mark, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So digging in, Stan Musial. And a count 1-2. Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Tatis waits. And that's outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
First and second, 2 down. Late on that fastball. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And now the center fielder and a pitch.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And that's down and away.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. And that's the third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is the National League Wildcard Series on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And on the hill, Ryan Wu. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And a foul ball, she stays alive. Here's a swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. And it ties it up. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. Pitch she wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So up next, Dick Allen. And he walked him.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's the power hitting catcher. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's their second home run of the inning, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 3-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like you did right there.
Babe Ruth stands in for the Phillies. There's the strike at the knees. Wu, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. That one is absolutely belted. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone. He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
And here is Cody Clemens. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy. Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Now here is number 10. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Left field, Harris coming on. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 away. Let's check out their lineup for this must-win contest. At Singy, their production in the postseason has been underwhelming.
It's usually not great to have your whole team below the Mendoza line, Boog. These bats have been ice cold, and if they don't want their season to end in disappointment, they're going to need to make some noise in this ball game.
Here's the left fielder. Ruth on at second with 2 down. Strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Wild card series game 2. And here's the catcher, Johnny Bench. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Now the left fielder. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Two down, nobody on. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here comes Bryce Harper. Top of the zone for a called strike. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
And with that kind of power at the plate, they'll gladly take the single to the opposite field.
Don Baylor stands in for the Phillies.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Ripped to first, caught. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. So the Philly batting order turns over. And here's the Phillies leadoff hitter, she's not going to get cheated up there.
No, she's not. She's looking to do damage with every swing she takes.
Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Not in time to get her, and the tapper turns into an infield single. And digging in for Philadelphia, Dick Allen. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Safe at second, and she easily steals the bag. Here's a high chopper. Fires over to first. And that is the third out of the inning. Phillies strand one as the lead remains 3-1. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Now the third baseman, number 22. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. Misses outside, ball 2.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with her in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The 2-1. And that skips into dirt.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now she's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's entire career. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Next is the designated hitter. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Here's a 1-2. First and second, no outs here in game 2 of the wild card series. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him. And that is a big first out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's a big power threat. Stan Musial. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Way outside. 2-2. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
2-1.
In the dirt. Fly ball down the line, has a beat on it, and she makes the catch. And that is that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, number 5. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper is looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And now Babe Ruth. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. That misses. It's 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss. Brian Wu with the strikeout. Woo-hoo.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So 2 down now, and here is Cody Clemens. Oh. And it's fouled away. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. But they still lead it 3-1. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, number 9. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it's just foul. And that misses. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Chopped to 3rd. And a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a good eye there. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Here's the Reds catcher, Johnny Bench. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Fouls one off. 2-2.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the left fielder. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Inside, just missed.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. Now batting Jarren Duran. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Two on, 1 out. Got him swinging. Now here's the Reds' leadoff hitter. Next one misses. 3 balls and a strike. First and 2nd, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And they're all loaded up.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
And here is Ellie De La Cruz. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Movement in the bullpen. Shelby Miller, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Sands also throwing. Got him looking. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom 4, and now number 10. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Now the left fielder, he's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Next offering misses down and away. That's outside. 3-1 now. 1 out, base is empty. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Three-two. Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, bases empty. Bryce Harper now at the plate. That's in there. And the count 1-2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
And it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's 3-2. Don Baylor next to bat for Philadelphia. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Offense held in check. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Patrick Sandoval.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
High fly ball, right field. Under this one. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Stan Musial will hit next. To measure what a force Stan the Man was for the Cardinals, look at his first decade in the league. In those years, he won 3 MVP awards and finished second another 3 times. Baylor pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. The Phils up by 2 here in game 2 of the wild card series. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Digging in, number 9. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Tatis around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Dennis Santana.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now for the Phillies, Don Baylor comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So the batting order turns over, and here's the Phillies leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss, and he struck her out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Alex Vesia, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Lee warming up as well. Man at second. Outside corner, there's a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Way high there. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Baylor, the runner at second with one away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
And the batter now, number 5. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 left for Philadelphia, and the score stays 3-1. Wild Card Series, Game 2. And now the catcher comes up to him. Johnny Bench. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
Really good athlete, and many times you talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Hauls it in for the out.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. Line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Hauls it in, 2 away. Jarren Duran getting ready to hit. Two outs. And it's even up.
2-2.
Nice grab. Nicely done for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Dylan Lee.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Babe Ruth digs in now. And that one pulled foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable with the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Harris. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the 3rd baseman, number 22. It's interesting, she plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but she does.
2-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that's a fair ball.
Seems like she got exactly what she was looking for right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens, and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
The tying run at the plate.
That's off the plate.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Tying run at the plate. And the slider just misses. Runner at second. Swings and misses. And the count is filled up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
with the tying run at the plate here in the late stages of game 2. Hard hit to right center. Onto the track, and she makes the catch. Tags up from second, and she'll head to third.
Now batting first baseman, Stan Musial.
And now the first baseman, Stan Musial. Swings through that one for strike 2. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Tanner Scott, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Holderman, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 outs and a runner at third here in game 2 of the wild card series. That missed by a lot. Counts full, 3-2. Fernando Tatis Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. And that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
For the Phillies, left fielder, number 37.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Bench makes the catch, and there's one down.
Batting first baseman,
Bryce Harper to the plate. Here's a 1-1.
Whoa.
Vesia, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. And fires in a fastball at 95. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Chris Bubich appears to be getting loose. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Harris makes the play, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Don Baylor.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brusdar Graterol.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Baylor hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting number 9.
Here's the center fielder. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit. Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That's off the inside corner. 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Three and two.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Chris Bubich.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order, and here's the Phillies leadoff hitter. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
Now it's going to be Dick Allen. The changeup missing. Yeah, that's ball 2.
You know, these Phils, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Hit on the ground to short. De La Cruz. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
So a man at first. Here's the catcher. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that one handled. One at second. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Babe Ruth now at the plate.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. 2 outs, runner at first. Cody Clemens stands in for the Phillies. Ruth, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Hey.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 straight.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up for the Reds. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tanner Scott.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Here's the left fielder. That one fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
1 down, base is empty. Up and in, and it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
On a line out towards center. And a base hit right there. One gone, runner at first. Now the third baseman. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Nabs it, and there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. And now here is Ellie De La Cruz. That's down and in, a slider missed. Next offering is fouled back. The Reds down to their final strike. That's too low. And now it's 3-2.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run and the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
So now 3-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. That one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And the Phillies. Colin Holderman gets the call from the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him, and that's the ball game. So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason.